All right. Well, good evening once again. Good evening to all of you. Happy Good Friday here on the 3rd of April. We do have a tornado warning in effect. One of these storms got a little bit cranky here, getting ready to come over the city of Marion right now, Marion County. So we'll kind of go ahead and rattle off the warning here. And I know people are just joining in as well. But we do have a tornado warning for Marion County, southeastern Wyandotte County. Kind of covers a very extreme portion of Wyandotte County, northwestern Morrow County, and southwestern Crawford County. Just a little bit of slivers in on that. But right now, Marion County and the city of Marion, you're under the gun. So you need to be in that tornado-safe shelter and get as many walls between you and the outside as possible. We'll take a look at this here in just a moment. I know people are still joining in here for the tornado warning coverage here for us here on Good Friday. It's 10:30 right now. Again, there is a National Weather Service, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Marion County, southeastern Wyandotte County, northwestern Morrow County, and southwestern Crawford County until 11 p.m. I'll get it right here as we continue. So let's take a look at this. Let's dive in. Let's go straight into this here. This little storm cell kind of getting cranky here for us here. Kind of look at that kink in the line. That's kind of where we're seeing that inflow and that backflow notch here. That's what we're looking at here for the potential of a tornado. Again, this goes until 11 o'clock, and right now it's radar indicated, and it's moving kind of slow here, 21 miles an hour. So that's what we're looking at here right now. So while we get started here, make sure, again, if you are in the tornado warning, and again, a majority of this is for Marion County, but also includes some of the other counties there as well that I just mentioned, like Wyandotte, Morrow, and Crawford County. A little bit of slivers there. You may be hearing tornado warnings maybe in Upper Sandusky and Bucyrus if they're not segmented for that. But make sure, again, you're getting in your tornado-safe shelter. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. That's the most important thing. Cover your neck and head. Let's go ahead and I'll pop up the safety graphic here for tornadoes. And make sure, again, that you take cover, get to the lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. That is the most important part. We want you to be very safe here during a tornado. Again, get to that tornado-safe structure as quickly as you can. Get to the lowest level of your house and cover your neck and head. All right, let's get back to it here. Kind of look here at the radar. This is what we got going on here. And I do apologize. There is tornado watches, again, coming across the screen for portions of Illinois and Indiana. Please ignore those. We do not have any tornado warnings whatsoever, tornado watches for Ohio. We do have one tornado warning right now here for basically the county of Marion and the city of Marion in particular here. Let's look at the rotation here. This is where it's at. We got some broad rotation going on here, getting ready to impact the city of Marion. Just getting ready to cross over into sign a portion of the Marion city limits. So we're looking at that here. Give me 1 second here. The National Weather Service out of Cleveland is saying that this cell on the warm front is marginally supportive of a tornado and has been rotating for several scans. So they're saying that's why they went ahead and issued a tornado warning on that. Let's back up radar for just a minute and kind of look at the scans. But hey, if you're in the city of Marion, you need to be in that tornado-safe shelter right now. Cover your neck and head. So I think, out of a abundance of caution for the National Weather Service, they went ahead and issued this. Let's kind of look at this. I'll put this into motion here. Give me a second. Kind of zoom out and see as this cell starts to evolve here over the last couple scans. Let me fast track that a little bit. I'll just look at the last couple of scans. So right here, if we look at this last scan, yeah, we kind of can see it starting to evolve there, right there before they went ahead and issued it. So seeing that low-level rotation just outside of LaRue right ahead before they issued it. Now, again, a lot of low-level shear going on, so you're probably seeing a lot of clouds twisting, if you will, if you were outside looking. We don't want you to look at that right now, but getting a little bit of a look here on that This is just outside the town of Marion, the city of Marion, north of Green Camp. Let's look at storm relative velocity here. Very murky at best. Again, we are kind of also in a radar zone. It's not the greatest of coverage, but you can see here, you can definitely see some of this rotation. You can see these red and greens, red going towards, away from the radar site, and greens going towards the radar site. That's what we're looking at there with that. So, right here would be that area of rotation that we're looking at. So we're continuing to see that here right now. So just outside of the city of Marion. And let me go ahead and, I thought I turned off my tool, but apparently I didn't. So apologies for that. Go ahead and put it back. Oop, man, this thing is just acting goofy for me tonight. I apologize. Let me clear that off. Yeah, there we go. All right. I am being told that out of ILN might be a better view. So I'm going to be looking at that. Yeah, that's a much better view. Even though that's on the fringe. Here's a little bit better view. Switching radar sites here. So some of you, again, if you're in the city of Marion, if you're just joining us, kind of resetting here, looking at some things myself too. If you're just joining us, we do have a tornado warning, and it's for portions here, like I said, for pretty much Marion County in almost its entirety, portions of southeastern Wyandotte, northwestern Morrow, and southwestern Crawford counties. And you can see some of these other ones, like in Morrow County, a little bit of Morrow County. Same thing for you guys in Wyandotte counties and Crawford counties, just a little bit there. And you may be hearing tornado sirens that are going off because the whole county usually gets set off if the sirens are not segmented. But this is kind of the area we're looking at here with the area of rotation, again, just outside of the city of Marion. And I like the storm relative velocity, which takes the motion out of the storm with this right now. So if you're just joining us again, we are tracking a tornado warning that's radar indicated. We're not seeing anything as far as anything that's been reported at this point, but we do have this tornado warning here for the just outside of Marion and basically for Marion County and some slivers of the other counties that I just mentioned. So this is where we're at. Got some decent sized rotation. So again, if you're in Marion, get to that lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and cover your neck and head. If there were to be a tornado, I can tell you right now, more than likely in this situation, it's going to be rain wrapped, so you're not going to be able to see it. All right, so make sure, again, you don't try to go outside. Get in that tornado safe shelter, cover your neck and head. I'll kind of zoom out here, kind of see this line moving across here. So again, if you're just joining us, we're looking here at tornado warning coverage here in north central Ohio, basically just outside the city of Marion and a couple other counties surrounding that. But the rotation right now is just getting ready to cross into the city of Marion. So I'll zoom in here a little bit closer, and we'll look at this. It's approaching State Route 23 in Marion there. So again, if you're in Marion or the surrounding areas like Green Camp, you need to be in your tornado safe shelters. Caledonia also heads up to you. It's almost on your doorstep. You can see here, I zoom into street level almost. You can see here with some of the radar, you can see where the rotation is. And you also have to remember a couple things here, that when we look at this and we look at the rotation just outside of Marion right now, you have to realize that radar is usually in the past because it takes time for the scan to get to the servers and back out. So we anticipate this being a little bit further, so it's probably right over the city of Marion right now. And again, if this is any type of tornado, I guarantee it's probably rain wrapped. So we want to make sure that you are adhering to that. Get into your tornado safe space, cover your neck and head. So I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit. We'll try to put a little bit of a track on this, but I do like this view right now because it is telling us, hey, this is right where that rotation is. And kind of looking at this storm cell, it's moving east at 20 miles an hour, so it's not moving very quickly. So we're continuing to see that as well. So looking here in the back, not seeing any real reports coming out of this one as of yet. But again, National Weather Service out of Cleveland probably did this out of an abundance of caution, and I agree with it. As you can see here, it's tightening up, especially on this warm front. We're not dealing with a cold front. We're dealing with a warm front here overnight tonight. So definitely, excuse me, I'm getting some information on the backside. Definitely something out of an abundance of caution for the National Weather Service here out of Cleveland. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of a track on it for you here. Let's go ahead and flip over to reflectivity. And again, kind of moving very slowly, if you will. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to put a regular cell track on it if I can. Let me see if I can get that done. I'm going to see if we can do nah, it's not going to let me. Let me clear it real quick. I'll draw the manual one. No issue whatsoever, but let's go ahead and kind of put it on that leading edge. And this is moving off here towards about 269. So, yeah, we're only going, man, it's acting up again. Apologies here. Sometimes the tracking doesn't like to work for us, and it's acting up again. So tracking tonight is not being the greatest thing here. All right. So let's put it here about 20 miles an hour. Right. So kind of there we go. And I know that's just a crappy. The tracker is just not working. Let's see here if I can get a single cell track going. There we go. That might be a little bit better for us. Still not. There we go. That's better. All right. So not a lot going on. Marion, definitely. In Caledonia, you got about 35 minutes if it holds together. So not a lot of cities in the middle of this right now. However, again, you can't let your guard down. I would say from everything I'm seeing here for our friends in Wyandotte County, probably not going to be for you. Probably they'll drop that out. And there is kind of moving here towards the northeast. So Caledonia, you're definitely under the gun with this one as well, and you need to get to your tornado safe shelters right now. Let's go ahead and look at reflectivity once again, or storm velocity, relative velocity, I should say. And you kind of see, again, we're waiting for the latest scan to come in. We are looking here at the rotation right over Marion right now. This is a very slow-moving storm. And I'm looking at the correlation coefficient, some other things behind it. It's murky at best, but there is something a little bit on correlation coefficient. I'm not sure if that's a anomaly or not, but yeah, kind of looking here down towards Green Camp. That's more of an anomaly. But again, I think this is more out of an abundance of caution. All right, let's kind of reset real quick. I know we got a lot of different viewers here, and kind of zoom out. Go back all the way out. This is the only kind of thing we got going on right now in the state of Ohio. We have flash flooding that we talked about earlier, but we are talking about this tornado warning that's in the center of your screen for portions of Marion County, southwestern Wyandotte County, northwestern Morrow County, and southwestern Crawford County. This, again, is located right near Marion right now, east at 20 miles an hour. And we're waiting for an update on the warning. We'll see if they come out with that here in just a moment. So if you're in, I got some people that have asked, and a lot of people coming in, Astley, about Bucyrus. Unfortunately, probably in Crawford County, you don't have a segmentation of the sirens. So a portion of Crawford County is under a tornado warning just to the south of Bucyrus, and probably the whole county's sirens have been set off due to this. So that's probably what's going on. But the city of Bucyrus, you are not in this right now. Also, for those people asking about your town, definitely not going to be able to cover 930 towns because that's how many there are in Ohio. So I apologize for that. So just save your typing. We're going to focus in on the tornado warning right now. I apologize. That's just what's going to happen. So stop your typing because you're kind of just wasting your, I wouldn't say wasting your breath, but wasting your typing. So a lot of you, I'm seeing potential sirens going off in other portions of some of these counties. And again, unfortunately, that's the way it works in different county siren policies, but that's why we don't rely on them. That's why they're outdoor warning sirens as well. The best way is to have some sort of app or weather radio as well. But we're still waiting for the National Weather Service. They're really not saying anything, and we're awaiting I'm still seeing some sort of debris possible, and I'm not sure. Let me flip that over. Man, it just keeps going back and forth. So there's definitely some rotation going on. We kind of look at this as our debris ball tracker, if you will, and it's just on another product I look at. It just looks interesting. I'm not sure if it's quite there, but again, we're continuing to wait here for an update, and they'll probably drop some of the other counties out of this, especially Wyandotte, out of the tornado warning here in the latest update. But right now, again, this is a slow mover. This is only 20 miles an hour, so it's a very slow-moving storm, and it's right over Marion right now. You can see the rotation, clear as day, right now, right over the city of Marion. So 309 and other places, State Route 23, this is approaching that area right now. And again, you got to remember that radar's in post a little bit, so this is probably advanced just a little bit, probably crossing 23 right now. You'll probably see that here on the latest update. Again, so you're probably, again, Upper Sandusky, you're probably hearing the sirens go off. That's because a tiny, tiny sliver of Wyandotte County is under a tornado warning, and unfortunately the whole county is set off. But I can tell you, Upper Sandusky, you're fine. Nothing going on there. You're not in the tornado warning. However, if you are in this polygon and you are in the tornado warning, you need to get to the lowest level of your house, cover your neck and head, make sure you put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. That's the most important thing. If you're in a mobile home, you need to get out of that mobile home, or if you're driving or outside, you need to get into the most sturdy structure that you can find and take cover until the storm has passed. Again, if you're in this tornado warning, get to your tornado safe shelters, get to the lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and cover your neck and head. So we continue to watch, and we continue to see other areas tonight too, but this one, it seems to be one we've kind of had our eye on for a few minutes, and the National Weather Service as well had an eye on that as well. And again, issuing it kind of out of a abundance of caution, hopefully here for us, what's going on here. All right, so let's go ahead and flip back over here to our live weather radar and kind of see here again. This is a slow mover right over the city of Marion on the latest scan. And you see it updated there just a little bit, so it's right in downtown Marion right now. And so if you're in that, you need to cover your neck and head. Caledonia, thing is, your time is up. You need to be in that tornado safe shelter right now. Time's up for you. So please get in your tornado safe shelter right now. Give me one quick second. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sorry, I had to get a drink there. So, again, tornado warning here in for portions of, let's see, I'll deal with the resolution thing after the fact, guys. So looking at this here, there's the latest update. I was kind of waiting for that. All right, so the latest update has excluded now Wyandotte County. So Wyandotte County, you are no longer updated there on the ticker at the bottom of your screen. Wyandotte County, you are out of the tornado warning at this point. So no need to, I'm going to close this chat box because I keep looking to the right. So you are out of the warning right now. So City of Marion, right over top of you. Still for portions of Crawford County, you're probably still hearing the sirens go off, and you might hear them go off for Wyandotte County until the tornado warning expires, depending on the county policy. But again, right over the City of Marion, you kind of see that rotation right in the center of your screen on what's going on here right now. So if you're just joining us, I'll flip back out and we'll go back to reflectivity. And we're looking here right in north central Ohio. We do have some other storms of interest that we'll talk about potentially here later on. We got some hail makers here that we're looking at outside of the tornado warning area right now, but we'll look at some of those over in Allen County in a minute. But right now we have a tornado warning right now, and that's the only area that I'm covering. So we'll look at it here. We'll zoom in. If you're just joining us, once again, tornado warning for portions here in the latest update, portions of Marion County. And again, they gave us that latest update and took out Wyandotte County, but they left in portions of Crawford County as well. So Wyandotte County is out. Tornado warning remains in effect for another 10 minutes for central Marion, northwestern Morrow, and south central Crawford counties. So that's what we're looking at right now, and it's moving kind of slow, 20 miles an hour here. So Caledonia, you're next on the list, and this is probably crossed right over 23 right now. Again, slow moving storm, and we're not seeing any reports, which is a good thing. We're not seeing any reports out of anywhere right now. So that's a good thing. But again, you're not going to see a ton in this anyway because it would be rain wrapped. Here, let's take a look at base velocity here. Kind of see some of that broader rotation here right again over the city of Marion. Let's take the motion out of the storm. And you kind of see here this rotation is becoming a little bit more broad now, which is a good sign for us here. But it is still there for Marion County and right over the city of Marion right now. So we'll have to wait and see here. Again, we're kind of looking at this. We're kind of looking here. We're not seeing a ton of reports coming in on this. But, again, that rotation is still there. And a few moments ago, it still was fairly strong. And I had seen some things there on another product that I looked at, and we'll have to kind of wait and see what reports come in. But odds of you actually seeing anything on this, if you kind of line this up with reflectivity, which how hard it's raining, you're probably not going to see much, all right? We kind of can look here a little bit right over Marion, kind of see where some of those inflow areas are. But again, rain wrapped is going to be the situation here today, so you're probably not going to see a ton of the rotation anyway. Plus it's dark out, and we don't want you to. We want you to be in that tornado safe shelter. So the latest update here, if we're looking just crossing again over the city of Marion, we're looking here broader rotation just over the city of Marion, but again, gate to gate, kind of right here towards the the east end of Marion, getting ready to cross right over State Route 23. So this is right over kind of the strip malls and plazas right there in the city of Marion. You got like Lowe's and Walmart and Ralphie's and all that area. That's right where it's at, right there over Marion. So that's the area that it is at this particular moment. So we're kind of waiting and seeing here if we're getting some reports in. I know there's been some reports that people are saying some funnel clouds. We don't have that report coming in just yet or verified, but that very well could be possible or could be plausible. But again, you need to be in your tornado safe shelter right now. Again, if you're inside this tornado warning, Caledonia, you've had tons of time, but you still need to be in that tornado safe shelter. Again, this storm cell kind of taking an easterly turn, but it's moving very, very slowly for us right now. So if you're in this and you're just joining us once again, we have a tornado warning, Wyandotte County. You are out of the tornado warning for Wyandotte County. They updated it. This tornado warning goes for another 8 minutes. Odds are they're probably going to extend it. We're starting to see a little bit of some tightening again, of some rotation here, especially looking at another product to my right. We're seeing a little bit of some other rotation tightening up just a little bit. So we'll continue to see what's going on here with that. Give me 1 second here. Getting a picture report in to see if I got something from somebody. All right, not seeing that right now. All right, so let me zoom out here just a little bit. If you're out ahead of this, depending on what's going to happen here, we're kind of waiting some reports. I know that some people are saying they're listening to dispatch, and some of the sheriff's offices saying they're seeing a funnel cloud, that sort of thing. Again, not sure if they would be seeing that because it's rain wrap, but maybe, depending on where they're at. But I think the National Weather Service probably is going to keep this going again. I think we'll probably see another tornado warning here in the next couple of minutes, extending us outward. So if you're out ahead of this, again, this is just crossing and has just crossed State Route 23, Caledonia, to the south of Caledonia. You're next. But again, if you're out ahead of this, you need to make sure that you're prepared to take shelter. Portions of Morrow County, you're in the tornado warning. But as this continues, I think you'll see more of Morrow County. And you, depending, Mansfield may be getting into this. We'll have to wait and see how large they decide to draw the polygon box. One of the things is here, if they decide to reissue it, is it's only moving at 20 miles an hour, so it's moving very, very slowly. So I'm not sure if Mansfield would get in on it if they reissued it or not, but it's early heads up to you folks out there, Belleville, Mansfield, some of those areas. Galleon, you definitely need to be prepared to take shelter as it continues to move here towards the east. So again, make sure that you have a way to get tornado warnings if you're out ahead of this. But again, if you're in that tornado warning right now, you need to seek shelter, get to the lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. If you're in a mobile home, get out of the mobile home. If you're in a car or if you're outside, get into a sturdy structure, the sturdiest structure you can find, and protect yourself and cover your neck and head. That is one of the most important things that you can do here with it. We do have an official report that did just come across. Amateur radio has relayed that report of a funnel cloud near Highway 203 and State Route 95. So looking at State Route 95 and Highway 203, Amateur Radio reported a funnel cloud there 2 miles northeast of Green Camp by Amateur Radio. So that's a report that literally just came in right now. And let's see if I can look at one thing here. It's just looking here. That report just popped in here. So they're saying that they do have a tornado warning. I'm waiting to see if the National Weather Service is going to reissue that and actually update this to maybe a confirmed tornado based on that report. So we'll wait and see. Here's that storm report. It just populated here on your screen. This is where they said they had seen a funnel cloud relayed by Amateur Radio here right near State Route 203, or excuse me, Highway 203 and Route 95. I think we do have, what do we have now? A severe thunderstorm warning. I think they went and elected a severe thunderstorm warning right now with tornado possible tagged. So I'm not sure. Yeah, they went ahead and issued, I think they're going to let the tornado warning expire based on that. And again, not seeing anything maybe out of the chat out of them, but them issuing, you could see this orange box now. They went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning, tagged tornado possible. So this means that they may not be issuing a tornado warning, but they did tag it tornado possible. So they may let this expire here in 4 minutes and go with just the severe thunderstorm warning on this. So the latest that they just put out on this storm, so Cleveland again opted for, and it's official now, they opted for a severe thunderstorm warning out ahead of this. So they issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Marion County, northwestern Morrow County, and south central Crawford County until 11:45. Again, this severe thunderstorm is located right over near Marion, just crossing State Route 23 right now, moving east at 20 miles an hour, wind gusts 60 miles an hour, and quarter-size hail. So what it looks like to me, and what it looks like it was confirmed here, we have another 3 minutes or so on the tornado warning. And they went ahead and elected to issue a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. So it looks to me here in 3 minutes, unless something drastically changes some of these radar scans, that they will elect to go severe thunderstorm warning, and they will let the tornado warning expire. However, we're going to keep it going here for just a few more minutes and make sure that we adhere to that polygon since it's still up. But it looks like they're continuing to say that the rotation has weakened quite a bit on the latest scans. And I agree with that to a point, but I do think it's kind of recirculating, kind of pulsates back and forth. And once we get out of this one here for just a minute, we'll go look at Lima. They're about to be blasted with some pretty good rainfall and some small hail over there. We'll go look at that here in just a minute. So, again, if you're just joining us, what we got going on, I'll kind of go out here and reset a little bit. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning. We got another 2 minutes on that warning. They went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning Usually they would either reissue the tornado warning or they could issue a severe thunderstorm warning. Because we were getting to the end, they went ahead, instead of issuing a tornado warning, decided to issue a severe thunderstorm warning. So they opted for that severe thunderstorm warning instead of a tornado warning, which tells us that in 2 minutes, the tornado warning is likely to expire. They did, however, in this severe thunderstorm warning, tag it tornado possible. So I love that. It confuses you. It confuses all of us as well sometimes. But they do tag this tornado possible, so it has the history of potentially producing a tornado based on radar indications. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. So we got about 1 more minute, and we'll wait and see what goes on. We're not giving the all clear yet. I don't know who said on YouTube to leave your shelter, but we're not giving the all clear yet here until that tornado warning expires. And it looks like we just got the update on that, and it did expire. All right, so they did. It is expiring. It just expired on time. So it is expired. Drop off your screen here very shortly, but it did expire on time. There it goes. Away it goes for you. So we are now tornado warning free across the Buckeye State. If you're just joining us, again, we had a tornado warning. It has been allowed to expire. All right, so you can come out of those tornado-safe shelters at this point. Again, that warning is now expired, and we'll go ahead and look here just real quick at some of the other areas of concern across the Buckeye State. Let's go back over here to Lima real quick, because I know we've had some people watching from Lima. So if you're just joining us, once again, the tornado warning is allowed to expire. We're going to zoom in over here by Lima real quick and show you a couple of these storms before we let you go. Lima, you're about to get rocked. You're probably getting rocked right now with some pretty good wind gusts and some small hail, so keep an eye on that, and heads up to you. Again, overnight tonight, a lot of rain possible. Again, into tomorrow, we're seeing a lot of rain possible as well. So just like we don't need any more flooding, we're continuing to see that go off as well. So we're going to kind of wrap this up. I'll zoom in here one more time, and we'll look here at the severe thunderstorm warning. Again, the National Weather Service has expired the tornado warning. I know and I understand that some of you people maybe are hearing tornado sirens. I don't run your tornado sirens in your counties, so I can tell you that the sirens may be going off because the warning expired at 11, and maybe it got into another cycle, so that's possible. Again, I don't run that. Sometimes tornado sirens, or outdoor warning sirens, I should say, go off for severe thunderstorm warnings. So it just depends. I'm not sure about tornado warnings. I'm seeing some people saying the sheriff's office potentially just issued a tornado warning. They're not allowed to do that legally, so I'm not sure what they're saying. Maybe it was a precaution, and they have the ability to turn on their own sirens as well. Again, I'm not sure, but only can base it on here what we're seeing from the National Weather Service. So again, the tornado warning is officially expired. However, there is a severe thunderstorm warning with the tag of tornado possible. So again, the tag of tornado possible is still there, and this severe thunderstorm warning is for eastern Marion County, northwestern Morrow County, and south central Crawford County until 11:45. So not 100% sure. If you're seeing other reports, this is what's coming out of the National Weather Service. This is what we have to go on. And looking here at storm relative velocity, the rotation has weakened considerably over the last couple of scans. I just turned that back on for you here. The rotation, again, has weakened considerably, and there is no more tornado warning by the National Weather Service. So not sure what we're seeing. Maybe we're seeing some things in post, or maybe the sheriff's office in Marion County did issue something. I have no idea. Sheriff's office, it's been a weird, freaky kind of week. We did have level 2, it's still issued here for a portion of Holmes County, asking residents to stay off the roadways due to flooded roadways. So it's been kind of a weird thing. All right, we're seeing now reports there that they canceled the tornado warning on the sheriff's office, so that's a good thing. All right, so we are tornado warning free right now. So we're going to wrap up this coverage again. We thank you for joining us and trusting us. We'll continue to come back live as we need to for tornado warnings. Again, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning. You could see a pretty good light show here as you get into north central Ohio and even northeast Ohio tonight as this line passes. Some pretty good thunder boomers out there due to that wedge of warm air. So you're going to hear some loud thunder cracks there in portions of Ohio tonight. Tomorrow we have another severe risk for pretty much all of Ohio. We'll continue to break that down here on social media for you. But right now we are tornado warning free. You're more welcome to come out of your tornado safe shelters. We again thank you